Good morning, pilgrims. It is day 20. I like that number. Day 20 on the Via Francesca. Oh man, it's gonna be a rainy day, or at least a rainy morning, which is what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that around maybe noon, the clouds open up and we have a beautiful day ahead. Yes, sir, we're gonna be following this river for the next 5 hours or so until lunchtime. And it's gonna be an easy, flat day. Yes, it is. And we're gonna be staying at another monastery. The one that we stayed at last night, it was great. It was just perfect. It's what we needed. By the way, guys, this vlog series is brought to you by friends of the Via Francesca, Switzerland. Even though we're in Italy, tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow is my birthday, and we're gonna be reaching Pavia. Finally, after what is it, like 500 kilometers, 21 days, we'll make it there. I know. It looks like the rain has stopped and we're still following the Naviglio Grande. I saw a 9-kilometer marker there. Let's see what that means, if we're going up or down. And it's great that it stopped. Yes, it's always great when it stops raining. And it's overcast right now, so it's gonna be nice, cool temperatures. Yesterday was the last Monday on the trip. Today we definitely have support along the way. It's gonna be walking on pavement like this bike trail that we have right here all the way. So if it would have rained all day, we wouldn't have to worry about the muddy path. At least not for now.
It's currently mostly cloudy and 15 degrees Celsius, or 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Today's forecast is mostly cloudy with a high of 21 degrees Celsius, or 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and a low of 13 degrees Celsius, or 56 degrees Fahrenheit. There's a 60% chance of rain at 10 a.m., 61% at 11 p.m., and varying chances throughout the day.
It is good to see towns when they're alive, when they're blooming, when you got all the old timers hanging around the bars. That one is full of support. I even saw an ATM and those river boats, which it wouldn't be a bad idea if we could do this whole section on a river boat, kind of like what you do with Danilo to cross the Po Valley. You can always wish, right? Actually, on the Camino Frances, there's a section as well where you can take a boat. So maybe one day you'll be able to do the same thing here. All right, 10 o'clock in the morning, made it to this little village next to the river, of course. Decided to go for a cappuccino, so we went to like a small little bar, and as soon as we opened the door, it felt like we had entered the wolf's mouth. All the locals just looked at us, and but it was okay. One of the guys actually bought me the coffee, so they're so nice, and they're just there playing the slot machines and talking, hanging out, you may say. All the retired old timers here in town. Okay. The day is turning out to be better than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be one of those where I'm just under my poncho with the umbrella, trying to get my shots. But no, we got beautiful weather now. The clouds are rolling away. I can see patches of blue skies. So it's looking bright. what a beautiful stage, man. You guys know that I always seek out walking next to a river, in this case, a canal. And it reminds me so much of a stage on the Via Podiensis. I'll leave the link up here and in the description down below. But it's been pleasant to say the least. And now that the sun is out, all the joggers and cyclists are out and about. I thought it was going to be one of those walks out in the middle of the countryside, but it's turning out to be one of my favorite stages here in Italy. Ooh, man. I think we'll be following the canal all the way to the next major city where we will be having our lunch break. All right, it is 12:20. We have covered 18 kilometers and we're about to say goodbye to the river, because if we continue following towards the left, we're gonna end up in Milan. And of course, we do not want to do that. What we want to do is have our lunch break. What we're gonna do is go to the supermarket and grab just something to eat for the road. We'll have dinner at a restaurant tonight. All right. It was nice walking next to this river, I have to say. I really enjoyed it. But we're going to follow the other canal that makes a right turn. And that one we're going to follow it for the rest of the day. Arrivederci, my friends. Arrivederci, Superstore. We went to the food court at the supermarket to have lunch, and it did not disappoint. We sat there and had a burger. Well, in my case, it was a chicken sandwich with fries and a drink, and just rested because we still have 6 kilometers to go. We have to be there before 4, and I don't think it's going to be a problem. This was just a little bit detour from the main path, not much. And now we're heading back to the canal. Well, here we are, guys. Made it to Morimondo at 3 in the afternoon after walking for 5 kilometers. And as it turns out, we have like a field trip or something here in this park right next to where we're going to be staying. And we are on the search for some gelato. We saw a gentleman eating one and he told us that he got it at the bar, which I think is right over there, right? Okay, gelato time. And after enjoying a gelato, stracciatella, and an espresso macchiato, we made it here to this monastery, did the check-in really quickly. Of course, we're the only ones staying here. And we were taken up the stairs to the second floor and to this room. We each got a room, even though each one has 2 beds. It has a private bathroom, of course. But the best thing that this room has is a fan, which I will be using to dry my clothes. Yesterday, I had to use mine. I had it on just laying on top of the bed. facing my clothes that were hanging from the 2 chairs, and of course, it did the trick. So far, it's been working out perfectly. I have zero complaints about my laundry setup, so I'm gonna continue using it from now on. Just take a quick shower. We had to go to the supermarket here in town, just get some supplies for tomorrow. Oh, so that's it. That's everything that we have now. Tomorrow, oh man, looking forward to tomorrow. Not just because it's my birthday, but because we finally reach Pavia, and it will be the end of this trip, but not the end of my 3 months here in Europe. I will continue on down to Rome. I'll be on my own for about 5 days, and then a few pilgrims are gonna join me in Lucca and then Siena. And then once I get to Rome and I head over to Santiago, then I'll walk the Camino Frances with my son, which I've been looking forward to it for the longest time, and he's finally here. All right, shower time. So there you have it, guys. Day 20 is now in the bag. Laundry is dry. Just had dinner at 7:30 at this restaurant. Very cool place. Had a steak with potatoes, a beer, and sparkling water. Oh man, delicious. We also went to the supermarket just to grab a few things for tomorrow. And this town is such a mystery. You have a great monastery. You have like 4 different restaurants, a hotel. I mean, you have tennis courts. It feels like it's out of place. There's even a museum, but you don't see anybody out here. Maybe it's alive during the weekend. I don't know. But it is a mystery. So, the last day is tomorrow. Today is the last day that I'm 45. Tomorrow I will be 46. And by the time you see this video, I may even be 47 or even 50. Who knows? So yeah, tomorrow is not gonna rain. Tomorrow we have a long day, close to 30 kilometers, following the canal. And just like any Camino, as we get to the finish line, I'm gonna relive the entire adventure. I'll talk to you guys about the things I wish I knew, the things that I brought and didn't use, and the ones I will not do the Camino without. All right. See you guys tomorrow on the last day to Pavia. See you then.